Hello and welcome to another amazing day of UNC Dota. Today we have UNC Froggers versus UCI Irvine Dota Gold.
I'm
Yeah,
Cheese Tubby.
you're Cheese Tubby. I'm Camo Henry. We're your casters today, and we're going to be analyzing some good Dota. Now, UNC is coming off of a win last week. Their current record is 3-2. UC Irvine's record is 2-3. So whether that means that the Froggers have a leg up on them or not, time will tell. I think both teams are actually coming off of a win from last week, though, so that might be why they were paired together. And I would like to say that UNC is actually like tied for, I want to say, fourth, technically seventh, by I want to say like 6 to 8 teams right now with the same score. So yeah, technically seventh, but they're like fourth and they're tied for fourth with like 8 other teams. So that's why, And then a bunch of like 6 other teams are in front of them, all tied for like the same 3 scores, except Purdue, not Purdue Seed, because we played them last week and beat them, but Purdue, I don't remember what their name was, but one of Purdue's teams is actually 6-0 right now.
Oh wow.
Purdue Gold is 6-0 right now, so they're undefeated. They're leading. No one else is undefeated in the league right now, so they're leading the league.
But we're in the competition.
Yeah, we're in the competition now. I don't know what the cutoff for playoffs is exactly, so I don't know whether
we're just gonna say we have to win.
Yeah, we're gonna win this game, and then we'll see how playoffs go with that. And obviously, we are going to have a best of 3 game today. It should be starting shortly. But in the meantime, let's talk about any meta changes. I did want to note, you didn't know this, but I have noticed this, and I think a lot of people overall have noticed this, but LC is undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly?
I don't even think it's broken. It's just bugged. That's what I've been hearing it called, is bugged. Just because she pretty much has double damage just with her passive, and it gives her like plus 55% damage, I think, on level 1. So it's pretty much a double damage from level 1. You scale. I've seen a lot of people playing it mid lane. And knowing that, we're going to start going into draft and see if anyone decides to ban or pick this LC this game.
For clarifying question here. Yeah. So you're talking about her passive that, when she gets hit, her next attack, she'll get that double attack. But you're saying it's going every hit, she's getting that
No. So it's just every time that procs, it gives her plus 55% damage. Okay. So that individual hit gets the pretty much double damage
and lifesteal.
Yeah, and lifesteal. So it's pretty big. It's really big, especially in mid lane, because obviously that's a 1v1. Mm-hmm. You just go hit the enemy mid.
And you heal up.
Yeah, you heal up and you deal
solid trade damage.
Yeah, solid amount of damage. We are gonna see UNC Froggers on that top side with UC Irvine Gold on the bottom team. And we already see the Bounty Hunter band coming out, One of Fudges. Obviously, we've talked about it.
Yep.
Typical heroes that she plays. It is going to be banned by UC Irvine. What did you want to say?
And the Tiny, which we've seen in our games, is a really strong carry right now. I'm not necessarily sure what switched from last patch to this patch. But
I think it's the amount of damage that he does with Tree. I think it's a scaling thing.
The throw does more.
No, I think it's just the cleave damage. Okay, does more. It does a lot of damage now, though his abilities don't do as much damage. So it's like less. It's more of a pause 1, less of a support, than before. Now, we do see the Spirit Breaker and the Jakiro pick from UC Irvine Gold. Spirit Breaker obviously really good with map presence, controlling the map, being able to be pretty much anywhere. If someone's pushing the wave, he can be there contesting it. And and that's really good. Jakiro really good at not only trading in laning phase, but also in pushing towers later on with liquid fire, the attack modifier that Jakiro has. Can use that to not only slow down people's attack speed, but also hit towers, deal damage to towers, and be able to attack like that. Now we are going to see the Wyvern and the Abaddon pick from UNC Froggers. And I would like to note that Abaddon as a carry has an interesting build. I don't know if I talked about this last week on stream or not.
We did. We talked about it.
Yeah, the Battle Fury.
There's no way
no,
they're gonna do
it's
that.
like 5. No. 1 Battle Fury and then 5 Daedalus'.
Data lie.
Data lie.
I actually saw an Abaddon carry in one of my games today, and I know they built Manta. I don't remember what else they built, but it was really weird, but we won.
Okay, so Abaddon, a good pick for Pause 1.
Possibly.
And we saw this not this semester yet, but we did see this last semester from Fudge. Would typically go like a more of a sustain, stay in the fight with a Radiance burn everyone kind of build. And obviously with the Winter Wyvern, you also have that sustain. So I think they're going for a big sustain in team fights kind of lineup so far. And whether they also choose the Omni Knight or Chen or something else.
We don't see the Chen again.
I don't know. Okay, supposedly I got insider information. Supposedly last time the reason he wasn't playing well in lane was because his keybinds weren't correct, so they were mixed up.
Oh, okay. That could explain some of the nonsense we saw with him feeding so much in lane, but still, I mean, okay. Underlord, I tell you every time, I hate this pick.
Wait, why?
It's just such a boring offlaner.
So since when? Okay. So last patch
it came out.
Since last patch, yes, I totally agree with you. This patch with his new ultimate, I think he's actually really good. Okay, maybe just because I lose to him sometimes because of this ultimate, I get caught out of position because I don't know where his teleport or his portal is. Sometimes trips me up.
I don't think I've ever even seen it used in game.
Really?
Yet.
I think it's played in one of our games. But
one game we casted, they played him, but I don't know if I ever actually noticed.
Okay, well, I've played against the Underlord, and I've only played with our team, so I don't know.
That's true.
But yeah, I really like his ultimate now because it's kind of like Spirit Breaker. It could be a map presence anywhere, and not only that, but you can instantly go back to wherever you were. If you were farming, you go back to farming. If you were pushing a tower, you go back to pushing that tower. So I really like this. I honestly really like the Underlord, though into a Slark, maybe not as much. Slark can
it's really tough.
Yeah, Slark just gets free
agility,
steal. From the Underlord. Plus, he can just get out of the Pit of Malice.
So here's something I want to point out. As we're at 4 heroes now.
Yep.
UNC has definitely revealed that Abaddon is their Pause 1 at this point.
I don't think so. It could. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a core, right? You're either putting it Pause 1 or mid. Honestly, you can never tell because this Underlord could technically be a mid, especially now that you have a Slark. You might want to like
take him off the offlane, but I mean, it's just such a weird thing. Like, who's ready to play Underlord mid? You know, like
But I don't know. You might want to change up your matchups, but either way, then you have what? Then you have an Abaddon 3 possibly, and you're picking your 1. So I think that it is safe to say that it's UC Irvine Gold. No, that's Abaddon Pause 1. Yeah. It's just where this Underlord goes mid, which is it's unlikely, right? But it could be a thing that goes through UNC's head, especially because of how much of a bad matchup it is against this Slark. The only thing is that UC Irvine Gold hasn't picked their mid hero yet, unless, of course, it's a Spirit Breaker, Jakiro, Hoodwink. I mean, any of those could technically mid, but it's unlikely, right?
And the bans we're seeing now, I mean, the Leshrac and the Invoker, they're both assuming, and then the Quap there, they're assuming they're both picking mids. So.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Mid matchup is always important. I want to see what they
UC
pick.
Irvine Gold obviously having somewhat of an advantage getting that last pick, being able to
Right.
pretty much counter whatever UNC Froggers pick here for their mid.
Let's see.
And it is going to be the
Spirit.
Void Spirit.
Okay. We saw a solid Void Spirit gameplay before from them. I don't remember who. Was it Snow?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. So, and they'll see just whatever they feel is best. I mean, okay.
I think it's interesting because Lone Druid is a little bit harder to get jumped by the Void Spirit. At least solo, I think. Maybe if like a disruptor comes and helps.
Right. And I think
like,
you've got the Entangle. You can trap up the Void Spirit a little. You really think that's the mid though? They're settled on that? I'm super curious.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
It could
now
be
that you say it,
off-lane.
could be off lane, especially because now with the armor rework,
Right.
or not rework, but like how they share armor more. Could go for like a kind of Vlad's.
And
AC.
last week we saw Lone Druid in the offlane be played really well.
Yeah.
So
definitely could be, and then like a Spirit Breaker mid. That'll be interesting. I don't know any of these players on UC Irvine Golden, so.
So we'll just have to see as they get into the game. But I think both teams definitely have a solid draft, and it's gonna come down to Fudge on the Abaddon. I mean, I think he's really strong right now as a pos 1, and I have no idea about Slark. I haven't seen anybody play Slark in a while, so I'm not sure who's gonna win this past 35 minutes.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I don't know how much Abaddon fares later into the game. Obviously, you can get the shard, which does add, and the miscoil doing attack damage. So that's really good as a pos 1, because then you can just be spamming that out at the enemy, doing insane amount of damage from long range, plus getting those stacks of Cursive Awareness. And we are gonna transfer to in-game scene shortly. So that you don't have to look at us anymore. Though we are going to wait for the pause to finish up before we do so.
I want to pet the ram that's right here. Mark's working on it.
The only thing is that I don't think either team really has much team fight. I'd say that UNC does have the not Cursive Avernus, but Winter's Curse.
Winter's Curse is big.
Into the
Firestorm.
No, no. I mean, yes.
That,
but also the
I can't even remember.
Disruptor.
Static
Storm.
Yes.
Static Storm. Right.
Yeah.
Static Storm. And we saw this last week done really well, I think. It won them probably definitely a team fights, but also I think eventually the games. Yeah. Yep. So that worked really well for them. They're looking to repeat that this game. So I say not much team fight because obviously not as much as like a Ravage or an RP Black Hole, but this is going to have to suffice. On the other side, UC Irvine, not UNC. UC Irvine. I don't think it has.
They have the Spirit Breaker, which is like you're stunning out a couple of heroes at the beginning of the fight. It's pretty big. Honestly, I can't remember. They have Jakiro, which is just that area of effect is kind of huge for the fight. Who else they got?
Hoodwink. I mean, that's also pick off, right? I mean, obviously you have the group stun, group like it hits multiple targets.
It's definitely not as big as like Disruptor or Winter Wild.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously the big ultimate damage hits only one person, and then Slark is just trying to pick off the back line. And with Disruptor and Winter Wyvern as the supports, probably will be able to get back in there and possibly kill the supports, but we are going to have to see as they do start getting into game now. And we are going to see both teams invade each other's jungle to try and get these wards. Or not the wards, but the bounty runes.
Yep. Someone's got to turn down Camo Henry on my headset. He's so loud.
I'm trying to project.
Henry, talk.
Da 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 da.
Oh, this is so much better. Thank you.
All right.
All right. I think they just kind of settled.
So it is going to be a
trading
mid
the runes.
lone druid
Yep.
and an offlane spirit breaker. And this lane. Okay, so we're actually going to see the wyvern. Actually, no, this is what I expected. Wyvern going pause 4, disruptor going pause 5. And it looks like UNC is going to block both of UC Irvine's pole camps. And yeah.
Wow. Look at that already with just like the poke from the bear, and I mean, Snow would have to put in some real resources if they wanted to kill that bear. A quick thing, could we get the names of the players? I think that's okay, cool.
Nice.
Thank you. Alright. Not that. Pseudonym. Bamboo? I'm gonna call him Bamboo.
I definitely think Disruptor has better trading potential in this bot lane, though UC Irvine is going to have a lot more kill potential, I would say, just because they can stack up those stuns, Hoodwink stun into Spirit Breaker charge. Even at level 2, it's pretty strong. You just Hoodwink stun into Spirit Breaker charge and just do like a lot of damage and then hope for a bash.
But you get to bait in for that Curse of Avernus and then the Lightning Orb. They're really close to that first blood. Ooh, look at that. Grabbing it real easily from Fudge, baiting in.
Does Fudge die for
combo.
this?
Oh, she
Fudge is going to die to tower because of that stun.
Probably maybe a little bit worth.
But
a lot of damage
probably
onto
not.
Pseudonym from that Fire Breath. And look at that, Slark playing aggressively just like Fudge. And a sweet kill. Needs to get out though. Unless the Fire Breath slow with the stolen agility, it's gonna be enough. He's gonna get a double. Okay, it goes to Fungus Platypus, but whew, that is the strength of Slark against an Underlord. Just
yep.
From level 1 stealing all that agility.
Really good job. Stealing agility, plus now getting the permanent agility.
Yeah, that's
bonus.
true. Man, Snow wants that bear bounty. Oh, some more harass. Just, I mean, it's been mostly chill, but look at that. Look how irritating that is. The entangle and the kind of high attack speed from the Lone Druid. I mean, I haven't played a matchup like this, like, ever.
I haven't either. Mostly because I don't play mid, but you know.
Yeah. It definitely takes micro though, and I've seen pro players playing Lone Druid in mid lane with the micro, and it's intense. Ooh, nice field. And well, we're not gonna see how it goes, but you can see Void is actually doing pretty well with 18 last hits against the 12. It's not bad.
Yeah. Especially when you're getting harassed so much for it.
Yeah.
Falling like constantly on half health, but it's getting the CS for it. So.
I'm curious to see what the Bear's items are, since just looking at Lone Druid's items, like obviously I notice he's not attacking very much. I figure he must be putting like boots on the Bear. Look at that, the taunt. Nice way to get the Bear out of that fight. And he's alright. That's a good strategy. Taunt the Bear since that's your main problem.
Yep. You don't really need to taunt the... Obviously, you want to taunt the Lone Druid himself if you're trying to kill him, but...
Not
just
if you're just trying to lane.
Yeah.
Oh, nice leap. The ice thing gonna save him for now, and Mothax is running back into the jungle. What's that called? Cold Embrace. That's what it is. I have to look up abilities like every week that we do this because I can't remember them.
It is Cold Embrace, so
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. Help me out. Do you remember all of Disruptor's abilities? I remember it's like, I think it's Static Field, Static Storm, but what's the ball above his head? Static Ball?
Ooh,
Charge under tower. But with the stun, that actually does a lot of damage to both of them. Nice use of the high flying ability for Winter Wyvern here to get across that high ground, that cliff.
Slark falling relatively low.
Those Harpies could kill Slark.
Oh, yeah, if he went up to them. Oh, playing a dangerous game right there. We've seen it before. It can happen again. The last time it was at pause 5, so a little less maybe dramatic.
It was still pretty dramatic.
It was pretty dramatic.
Oh, man. I wonder... Ooh, nice leap. That was really well done. Get out of there quick. And 6 minutes in. 30 last hits, 29. Lone Druid and Void Spirit. Pretty equaled out there. Both off lanes doing solid. And the safe lanes, I mean, doing equal. But again, I mean, 3 kills for UC Irvine right now. Versus just that one first blood. I mean, Slark's definitely having a nice top lane.
The only thing that I'm scared about is whether this mid lane can make enough space for the Slark to farm, right? Because the Slark can't retreat into the jungle.
With the Assimilate, with the taunt, I think he gets the bear at least. Oh, that's going to be enough. Wait, does he have the mana to go in anymore? It's just one more hit. He uses the bottle.
No one's coming to help, and he has enough mana to get off the last Assimilate and get the kill.
It's actually not Assimilate.
Is it?
No, it's
Assimilate. Oh, Assimilate is
the circles.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that one's called, though. What can you do?
Not much. Except just look foolish to all my friends who are watching this.
All right. He's so low. I don't know how Slark is so
The only
confident.
thing is that, I mean, he can't really go anywhere else. He has to play lane.
Yeah.
Because
it doesn't really work going into the jungle.
Yeah, Slark can jungle. Especially not when you're not that healthy.
Yeah.
And maybe level 6 just because you have such a high regen. But
it's still going to be tough against these buffed up jungle creeps. I mean, he wasn't good at it before. He's going to be even worse at it now. Ooh. Nice stun. I think they're going to have Fudge right here. Not level 6 yet, but it's that Aphotic Shield. Saves him for a moment, and Bamboo misses the stun. Looks like it's going to be a little high five. And they'll get out of there.
Fudge getting a little too confident, maybe like raging in the mic wall, also high-fiving the enemy. That was an interesting play by Slark. Slark dark packs the wave against an Underlord and Wyvern.
You don't want to give up that ability too soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that this Underlord, I think they could be playing this lane a lot better. This Slark should not be able to approach the wave in the slightest. Unfortunately, I honestly might like to see a Void rotate to top with this Slark being so low. Obviously, they do have this ward watching the mid lane, being able to see where the Void is, but it'll expire in just a few seconds. And possibly couldn't rotate after that. Let's go on.
Look at that. It's a Assimilate. Although he gets out because he sees that Lone Druid ult. Probably a good decision there. Let him waste that ultimate. But I kind of think Snow he really wants to get a kill onto Lone Druid. I think he's really focused on that right now.
I agree, but I think that this top lane might be a better objective.
It definitely
is. Just because, I mean, the Slark is already...
Oh, the fire
I mean, look at how low he is. He's not even 6. And this Void Spirit is just sitting here farming mid, pretty much keeping it not stale, but you know,
stable.
Stable, yeah.
Yeah. Looking at the abilities. Oh, we get to see. Okay, Lone Druid's got like nothing on him, while the Bear has the Mask of Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's solid play, but it's leaving Lone Druid pretty vulnerable to that magic burst damage. But he does have the ultimate to save him in those dire moments.
Now we are going to see Slark actually going back to base.
Really?
Maybe the Jakiro didn't buy enough regen, or maybe the
Is
Slark
he not
just...
level 6?
He's not. I think he's level 5 at this point. If we
Oh,
could get a
jeez.
check on the Slark back in his own base. Actually, yeah,
Oh,
he's TU1 now, had to TP back. He is barely... Honestly, I don't know how low he was, but I probably would have just gone hit it like a creep or something. Just a small camp. I think that would have even gave him level 6 and just
Yeah, really.
regen without going all the way back to base. So just playing a dangerous game. Hasn't scaled her ultimate yet, so
Really? I think she
being
just knows
so
she's tanky enough.
low. God, you say that.
Oh, the burst, but again, the Lone Druid ult is going to save him, but they have the Winter Wyvern. Nice fear from the Bear. Leaves him alone. The Winter's Curse, he's stuck there. Void Spirit trying to get the cooldowns. The Dissimulate, it's just a moment away in the Astral Step. Not going to do it. He's tanky enough. With the taunt, got to get the last few hits in. Lone Druid dies for the first time in this game.
Second time.
Second time.
Right? We saw the 1v1. He got enough.
Oh.
Void Spirit got enough mana.
Yep.
Killed him the first time.
All right, well, that's a solid step for Snow. And now he really does need to start playing around, but not before he goes for this Jakiro. I don't know if he's going to have the mana. He pulls out the shield, but I don't think there's an Astral Step to follow up. Disruptor, though, chasing into the forest, trying to take some of those tower hits. This is a solo kill by Hoodwink. Oh, maybe he gets out the Nether Strike. Grabs him right before the teleport hits.
I honestly think that's such a
That was just
crazy
feeding.
ring ability. Oh, he used it.
This-
You placed it too close.
But I think the tower gets
Oh
him.
my god, no, not the tower.
Did you see him just juking that Slark? Oh, that was sad. Oh, how did he get through? What? Okay, nice solo kill.
Die there, but it looks like Brazil is going to pay the price with his own life. Obviously, that Spirit Breaker with a global presence is able to charge anyone from anywhere as long as he has vision of them. Did have vision there, and the Spirit Breaker was low enough, or not the Spirit Breaker, but the Disruptor was low enough that he can come and clean up the kill.
I don't think that's a solid trade either. For the Disruptor, the Pause 5 to kill a Hoodwink, but then feed to their Pause 3. You don't want a powerful Spirit Breaker in your game.
Plus, Disruptor used ultimate, so that's
Yeah.
at level 1, that's a decently high cooldown that you no longer have, especially if they're looking to group up in this top lane to fight for this top tower.
I like this rotation by Fudge, though. I mean, it's going to be better farm up here because, I mean, I think they know that there's some vision from the Dire in the bottom lane. And so she's going to be more protected up here, and they can work on that tower.
Yeah.
Giving Slark a really hard time.
Yeah, even with that ultimate from Jakiro, they still are able to push Slark away and almost kill him, honestly, right there.
Right, yeah.
Obviously does have the regen from his ultimate, but is going to maybe pay the price, as there are still 3 heroes from UNC here. Now we do see 3 heroes. The Hoodwink's playing relatively far away just because
Right.
obviously she has to walk all the way over here to react.
Like that Spirit Breaker's coming up as well. I mean, this is looking to be a real big fight. The charge onto Brazil. Missed the stun completely.
Now if he can get a pit to save, he does not get the pit.
And the Hoodwink charging up as well. Although the Static Storm comes in and Fudge ult pops. It looks like they're going to be able to get the Slark, and they turn onto the Spirit Breaker as well. It's a double kill for Brazil. With Void coming in, the Astral Step Dissimulate, and he's going to pick up these 2 supports as well so quickly. The Lone Druid glimpsed away, and look at that. It's a 4K for UNC, and Lone
Did
Druid's
glimpse
over
him
here.
away, but might have glimpsed him to the wrong spot.
Yeah.
As glimpse him right back into Pseudo Nymph, who does end up falling after trying to save himself with the Winter's Curse.
And look at how big that is. I mean, 1,200 gold, but almost all of it going to Disruptor. I mean, that's not exactly what you want out of a team fight, but it was still
And then you have
very big.
supports just walking from teleporting bottom to
Die.
yeah, pretty much just die. And we're gonna also have this Underlord dying here.
Ooh, nice
The 3 heroes.
shot.
Interesting play by UNC. Typically when you go for that top tower, sometimes you'll rotate to get to, as the enemy pushes the bottom tower, you would rotate onto them, collapse onto them, as if they haven't finished it by the time you have, right? But you typically want to do that as a team, collapse on them as a team, and that just didn't happen there. UNC just pretty much feeding in.
And look at this. The tower dealing so much damage to simulate saving Void at the last second. And they're able to disengage. But yeah, you're right. Oh, nice block by Brazil. I think that would have killed Snow.
I don't
Maybe
think
not.
so, but definitely would have brought him down into kill range. Slark sitting up here on the high ground.
He has enough to get away, but this Hoodwink sadly does not. Gonna get bursted down real quick by the might of Snow and the team. But look how low health Snow is. After sitting in this fire, the Winter's Curse put down to try to save the team into the Static Storm, but it's not a very powerful combo when they're able to just get out real quickly. Wow. Absolute step into the Dissimulate, catching out the Slark after he was so low health. That was good. I didn't even watch where the Void is. He's just so mobile. And you get caught out real easily.
Yeah, this is why I'm kind of surprised by this lone Druid pick, as we do have another team fight.
That was such a crazy play. The Nether Strike into the stun by the Jakiro, but it did not go well for Spirit Breaker at all, because I think Fudge got her ultimate back right like in the middle of being one hit away from dying. Oh, that's the ultimate. Where are they going? Kill the lone Druid? Yep. Void joins in, starting with the Astral Step, and hopefully you'll be able to catch him out. They managed to get that mid tower as well. But looks like Lone Druid gets away, probably using the Fear ability.
Or just walking away.
Or just walking away.
I think the Void Spirit got there just a tad too late.
Let's see what items are on that bear onion
yeah,
scales.
Can we click on the bear? Looks like he's getting a Deso. Yep. Just gets the Deso. Does have Mask of Madness Deso now.
3,000 health as well.
And I'd like to note that this Lone Druid hasn't showed up to any team fights, right? He tried to, this happened recently where I was playing OD off lane, and I was pretty much using my Meteor Hammer to push side lanes, as the rest of my team was pretty much winning team fights, right? And what my Pause 1 told me, because I was playing with a bunch of friends, right, was pretty much, if I'm doing that, I better be carrying the rest of the game, right? Because obviously he was playing Bristleback Pause 1, but we do see...
Yeah, look at this. I mean, the glimpse as Slark, I think he just needs to get away from here, and, ooh, nice taunt with the haste snow. It's just... You know, with the spirits, if you can snowball like that, it's going to go really well for you. You're going to be a monster in the team fights. And it's slowly becoming, you know, a really glaring necessity for UC Irvine that they're going to have to build BKBs if they don't want to get absolutely destroyed by Void Spirit.
Yeah, not only Void Spirit, but also the lockdown from the rest of the team, pretty much. I mean, you want to get BKB to get out of the Stack Storm, because obviously... Unless it's very late game like the game we had last week where Disruptor buys Ags, you can use BKB while in Static Storm. Oh, this Slark might just die to the Ancient right here. You do not want to be that stack is not built for him. It's built for the Lone Druid. And he's going to pretty much just waste his time trying to get it.
Oh, look at this. Trying to go onto this Lone Druid again. Are they going to be able to output enough damage? With the stun, And look at that, getting that percentage damage from Pseudo-Nymph. They're doing a whole lot. 4 players onto 1, and they bring him down. Getting a nice little bit of gold. Oh, teleport straight into their jungle. They're going to try to take this space. Meet up with Fudge. The Abaddon misses the taunt, but the Astral Strap catches him out. Oh, so much damage. So much burst.
Yep, has the Kaya already. A lot of magic damage, a lot of spell amp. It's just going to be nuking UCI's team.
Really nice. Oh, Brazel, I think, is going to die down there. But Void, though, wants to come down and help. I don't know if he has enough, but with them together, the Static Storm, and then the Dissimulate. Already so low health with the taunt. They're going to be able to grab him. High fives because he knows he's dead. But wait, Snow, you got to do something here. You got to actually kill him. Yules? Okay, that'll be... Nope. Astral Step. Okay. Okay.
I mean, he had it, but like, took so much longer now.
A little
the rest of the
ridiculous.
team.
Oh, yeah, the rotation over. He's stunned on the other end here. Pseudo-Nymph dying, and Scott stunned really well into the Jakiro ult. This could be a really great pick for Slark to try to get back into the game. Slowly, slowly, and he's gone.
I would like to say that is how Slark likes to play the game, right? Is he wants to be running around the map with the team that's focusing on getting kills, getting those permanent Agi stacks up.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously he can't farm, so the only way to really get farm in most games is by getting bounties from killing enemy heroes.
It's really important for him. I think he went Echo Saber.
Yep.
And then, and also, if you didn't notice, that Void Spirit did die in the bottom lane to
I didn't notice. The
Hoodwink
rotation,
and whoever, yeah. So that was, I mean, a bad 30 seconds there for UNC. Although just looking at the wards, I mean, a few really good deep wards by the Radiant. I mean, if they can just grab like a nice team fight, I think they'll have really great potential to start pushing into that top tier 2 and getting some good space. Look at this, the taunt, the combo. I mean, it's just so intense. Wait, they get the stun, but the I mean, Void Spirit can't do anything. He's just stunned and just demolished by the bear. Holy crap, Lone Druid might be ready to take this game over. Top of the net worth. I was not expecting that. They're going deep behind the tier 1. Lone Druid wants to show off his power some more. But, no. I mean, the Cold Embrace really stops them. The bear stuck on his own. Gonna use that ultimate. Oh my god! Look how much damage they're doing to Fudge. Now Lone Druid just needs to survive so that the bear doesn't die as well. Cold Embrace doing a really great job to save their teammates as this fight's going on a little bit longer than I think they wanted. Into the Static Storm, but it's nullified by the Winter's Curse. Really poor combo by UNC there, as they're not able to deal nearly as much damage as they would want to UCI, but they do get that Slark. Oh, nice glimpse onto the Lone Druid. They're able to get the Disruptor by the Corsair there. Oh my god. Two sides to this fight right here. But it's not going well for the Spirit Breaker. Only one death on both sides, and then they finish off the Spirit Breaker there. But look at this. They're still trying to catch out this Lone Druid. They really want it. Void has full mana. They're able to finish him off with Fudge, getting that last hit.
Yeah, drew that fight out long enough that the Lone Druid didn't have true form anymore.
Yeah,
right?
he wasn't able to tank everything.
Didn't have true form, didn't have the extra health. I mean, he was pretty much a boss fight, looking like there in the middle of it. Almost killed Fudge, who, look at this, does have the Radiance, so we do see the Radiance build once again this semester.
Fudge doesn't stop. Just gonna keep doing the same build she's been doing for the past few years.
If it works, it works.
No, gets away with the ultimate. Yep, and now look at that. They got that good fight, and they're gonna start playing around that vision, and I think around Roshan as well.
Yeah, definitely wants to look for Roshan here.
Get the Arcane Rune. That's really big for Void Spirit. I'm feeling good about UNC's chances here. I think Slark is not doing well at all, and Lone Druid can't carry this game alone. So, I mean, I said I don't know who wins past 35 minutes, but I think UNC wins before 35,
We are going to see a two-man smoke from UCI Gold. They might be trying to look to connect with their Hoodwink here, though their Hoodwink looks like they might just be cutting the wave, trying to delay this push on the T2. I would also... Oh, I thought they were actually going in there, but I didn't know why he iced Path. I was like, is there something that I don't see?
They got the T2.
Yeah, so they get the T2. The Hoodwink does have a Maelstrom, so might be trying to turn that into Gleipnir, but for now, it's mostly just a source of damage. And they're going to use the portal from Underlord to TP to the bottom tower, trying to push it out. And it looks like they find the Lone Druid. Yep, the Lone Druid wants to go in.
He's got to use that true form just to survive because he's in the middle of all of UNC. Already at half health. Look at that. They're just getting a really nice focus onto him. Getting the Slark out of the fight using that Winter's Curse, and Lone Druid's gone. It was Slark as well in just one Astral Step. And when Lone Druid's gone, it's almost like all of damage on UC Irvine is just wiped out. Beautiful Yule, stopping the Nether Strike, saving Brazel. And with that stun combo from the Underlord, they're just going to burst down Spirit Breaker as well. This looks so bad for UC Irvine.
All three cores do fall, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I heard BKB come out from Slark. Can we look at the dead Slark's items?
Way.
I think so, like his items. Yeah, he did pop
use
BKB, which is really surprising because he died to E-Blade, I want to say. Or maybe E-Blade did a lot of damage and then he
does
I mean,
Void have
he's
E-Blade?
building Mage Slayer. Like, when was the last
my
time you saw
God.
Slark? I mean, obviously Mage Slayer has been changed this patch. Might be a little bit better for a carry to buy, but obviously you do not want your carry buying Mage Slayer.
I mean, he gets the Bloodthorn dude, and Void's not going to have the BKB. It's going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. And then he just E-blades himself and gets out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or just Yules himself. That dispels the Bloodthorn, doesn't it?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
It's a basic dispel. Obviously, this Lone Druid being the mega carry of this game, even though we aren't really seeing it.
We weren't really seeing it. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, at one point, UCI, relatively recently, was up on the net worth by less than 1,000 gold, I don't want to say, but it was all in Lone Druid, right? And this Lone Druid has been farming the entire game.
I just don't think UC Irvine has been able to execute what the game plan that their team requires. Okay, but look at this. Nice E-Blade, just huge damage from the Astral Step. Then the shield, and the Winter's Curse saves them and is going to let the cooldowns go through. Look at that. Able to just kill them both so fast. It's not even worth talking about all the abilities used. There's so many, and it just kills them.
I would like to note that... Missed fear right there.
I think Void has the TP boots. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's really allowing him to just get so many picks. And, I mean, top of the net worth by far.
Yeah.
He's huge.
I would like to say that you were noting that Winter's Curse right there. It didn't do anything, right? The Hoodwink wasn't taunted by it because she was in her own. And though it did trap the Spirit Breaker, it was... He had Bulldoze on, right? So he had SAS resistance. It was like a 3-second Winter's Curse on him. So, I mean, the Static Storm and the Static Field obviously keeping him trapped. That doesn't...
Oh, they saw the teleport and Hoodwink just feeding. Jesus. What's the point of getting the Maelstrom, dude? I mean, just nothing for that Hoodwink.
BKB here, plus ult. Gonna try and go onto Snow.
Nice.
Doesn't work out. Snow might have his cooldowns back. He's going to go on Slark. I can't see Slark. Slark is going to die as well as the Spirit Breaker. And they're just tossing this Jakiro up in the air. Snow is going to get the kill for that. That's going to be a 4K with the I'm not Spirit Breaker.
I love
Lone
how you
Druid.
do the play-by-play. You're like, you know, they're getting and he goes up there. I can't see the Slark. But
I mean,
it
I
looks like
couldn't.
he's dead.
Okay, my whole commentary, I was trying to watch the Slark, but I couldn't see him. I was like,
I know.
he probably has his
Yeah,
cooldowns off. Snow probably has his cooldowns off. I can't see it, but he's probably E-blading him right now.
Ooh,
Big
huge
stun, yeah.
Game-winning stun as they're losing the melee barracks. Oh wait, no, is that the range barracks? I never remember.
I mean, they've just been fighting without their lone druid this entire game, which honestly they have to, right? They need to be defending their base while this lone druid is pressuring a T1 top. Like,
We're back to the 5v5 though, and Snow still got Aegis right into the center of the fight, while Brazil is getting kicked in the back line. Oh goodness, the huge static storm though, into that big area stun, and it looks like Lone Druid is just a moment away from dying. Spirit Breaker not able to do enough of the backline because UC Irvine is just falling away. Look at that, he's resorted to hitting the creeps as he's about to get absolutely destroyed by Snow. I don't know if he has the E-Blade back, but he's got the Yules and the Dissimulate. Oh, that's enough. Okay, Corsair gets away, gets to the haste rune, he's okay, but gonna lose the barracks. Maybe they lose. No, they still have Slark. Slark can do something, right?
no, you cannot do anything against this team. I mean, even if you wanted to, Fudge still has ultimate. I mean, what, you can poke like that, maybe, just because you have the haste rune and can get away, but
Right.
I don't even know, even with Bulldogs.
I love that they listened to me when I said they really need BKBs, but it's just doing nothing for Slark.
I mean, yeah, he's just not tanky enough, and he wants to be jumping the backline, right?
Right.
But that's what the Spirit Breaker's doing, and while the Slark is getting jumped, and obviously you have a pause 4 with a Maelstrom, so that can't really save you, unless your supports are getting jumped. It's just a bad game for UC Irvine overall.
Yep, and look at that. This Slark, even though he's invisible, they have so much area of effect damage that they're kicking him out of the fight. Wow, both supports just dead in an instant. But continuing that conversation, I think, actually, what were we talking about? Slark wanting to, oh yeah. And you know, I think the other thing is that basically half the purpose of these supports here is just using their ultimates. So Spirit Breaker in the backline isn't actually doing much when they get their ultimates off. But look at this, they get a kill onto Winter Wyvern, and that means Cold Embrace is gone, but Slark easily destroyed by Snow, and Snow is still his half health and the Aegis. Even if his entire team dies, he can pull it back if he wants to. Fudge dealing as much damage to the Spirit Breaker as he can. Looks like that Aegis is gonna get popped on Snow. With Pseudonymph and Fudge, they gotta get this Lone Druid. But maybe he just decides to run away. He gets feared, and it leaves Fudge on her own without her ultimate. I think she's gonna get killed, but wow, just enough damage to scare the Slark away, and there he is, dead. I think the Spirit Breaker might be able to get him. I think Snow came back in. Sees the potential in this fight. Oh, the Gleipnir finally used, and they get Fudge. Hoodwink finally showing why they got that Maelstrom. And, I mean, did they defend their towers? Oh, Dissimulate, E-Blade. Gonna keep trying to get away. The Fear, Astral Step. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. If he's gonna be able to deal enough damage here.
Not well. He is gonna get stun locked into death. The Lone Druid just a little too tanky right there, and has too much regen. I'm pretty sure either him or the bear has a. So the bear does have a dragon scale. I'm pretty sure Lone Druid though himself, yeah, does have the Pally sword. So is gonna be able to lifesteal a lot. Plus he has a Glimmer Cape.
Dude, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I think
magic resistance from Snow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there's so much
sure.
magic crap on their team.
Plus, you've been farming for how long has the game been going on? 34 minutes. You've been farming for 34 minutes. Sure, you have the gold for a Glimmer Cape.
Dude,
why not buy it?
I'm amazed that
But
the
who do you
Slark
put
has
it
less
on?
gold than the Hoodwink.
I'm not. I mean, Hoodwink is made for farming, right?
I know. It's just
abilities,
ridiculous.
especially if you buy Maelstrom. Like, what are you going to do with that Maelstrom? Not farm with it? It's crazy. But yeah, Slark just can't farm. He has to hit either people or lanes.
Yeah.
And he has not been able to do either, so Very unfortunate for him. He is having a sad time. I don't even know if he has that Mage Slayer yet.
No,
Much less if he can.
No, he
be
has
able
the
to
Mage
use it.
Slayer.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And now what's
yeah.
he going for? A
Hag?
Shard.
Shard. Yep.
But you know what? I think UNC. I mean, they've got a Rex. They've got another 2-3 tower down. They're moments away from winning this game.
Yeah.
It's just about getting this pick off right here onto the Spirit Breaker. He cancels the Void TP Boots teleport in. But if they just pick someone out, you know, like
I
getting
honestly
Spirit Breaker,
like
the
one of the supports to just like smoke, drop a ward on the enemy side, somewhere cheeky. They see someone farming somewhere, drop the Underlord ult, grab them, set up for Roche, right? That's what I'd like them to see them do.
I don't think Roche is up. They just lost it. Like
yeah, I
2
don't
minutes
think
ago.
it's up yet. We are gonna see a 4-man smoke from them. Looking like they're gonna they're obviously grouped up around the Underlord. Might see an Underlord ult. Might not even need it though. The
teleport out. Oh, he gets the Yules. He's not gonna be able to teleport out the Underlord ult, and they're all able to collapse. Glimmer Cape getting that magic resistance in, but it does nothing. And Lone Druid is gone, and this is the moment. They have control of the game for the next 90 seconds. I mean, or they're probably gonna have to force that buyback out, and it's just gonna put UCI even farther behind in this game.
Could we look at buyback status? Does UCI have their buyback?
I think they.
Okay, so the Lone Druid does. Slark and Jakiro do not. Oh, they both used them. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
that.
I knew that.
He's going for Sanj and Yasha. I mean, that's not going to do much for him at this point.
Plus, I mean, what would, right? Maybe Scotty to try and negate some of the regen.
Going for that Rax. They already got the range ones. Now it's just a matter of getting the melee Rax. And Lone Druid isn't going to buy back to defend it. I think he says it's not worth it. Stun and just run away by the Spirit Breaker, I think. Oh, goes back in for the Nether Strike. They get the melee barracks, and I think it might just be time for them to move out. But the Static Storm might be a nice moment to grab the Slark. He's pretty low health. BKB finally on the Spirit Breaker, trying to cause chaos. And Fudge not fast enough. Getting slowed too much by the Jakiro. Can't find that kill onto Slark. I don't know. They're getting closer and closer to the fountain. Lone Druid's back in 15 seconds. Grab the Jakiro, though. Astral Step E-Blade. Might find the Hoodwink. And Spirit Breaker just causing so much chaos in the backline means nobody's supporting the 2 cores up here at the fountain. And Spirit Breaker still get away.
Her ult, but also full health from that Winter Wyvern, who probably has a what's it called? Upgrade to the one that increases healing. Could we look at the Wyvern's items?
The totem or something?
Holy Locket? Holy Locket,
yeah.
right. You remember the name. I remember the picture, you remember the name. Perfect tag team.
I was thinking of the upgrade to Earn. What's that called?
Vessel.
Vessel.
But that doesn't increase healing, right?
No. It's just a better Earn.
Yeah. Which, I don't know, would it be good in this game? Maybe. Throw it on to, the Lone Druid or the Slark. The Slark could just dispel it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not a good Vessel game.
Tier 4 neutral items kind of big. Leveler kind of nice on whoever it goes
Honestly, I'd put it on the Bear.
Can the Bear equip?
Yeah.
Neutrals? Are you kidding me?
The Bear had
Dragon
Scale.
Yeah, he did.
We are going to see them go on to
nice catch with the Glepnir as well. And the shot. Oh, he dodges it with the Yules, though. He's got a chance here to maybe escape at least. Underlord, he's going to try to rotate in, but I think Snow might die. Oh, he gets away. The BKB. It means Corsair can keep on charging. Oh my gosh, dissimulate into the trees. He finds them. Wow. What a crazy fight there. I'm just showing how much escape Snow has. But it's turning into a bigger team fight because of that Underlord ult. Wait, did he buy back?
Yeah, Snow
buys back and gets back into the fight using those TP boots. And they turn it, get the kill onto Lone Druid as well as Hoodwink. Can't even catch that in Spirit Breaker. No BKB, he can't get away. And it's 3 dead. Only 1 buyback available on Spirit Breaker. This could be the final Rax and the end of the game.
I don't know what Lone Druid bought, but obviously him and what probably bought opponents for AC here with the buckler. So was looking to go for the AC, ended up costing him. He doesn't have buyback. UNC could just go for the end right here, obviously.
They will.
All
What is this soundtrack? You need to give me the music pack that you have on here, because this is like the most badass music I've heard in Dota.
Do you not have this?
Maybe I do. What is it?
I think it's just when the internet, like,
If it's a TI one, I probably have it.
probably. I don't know. I'll have to check after the game.
I've never
We
equipped
are
anything.
looking like it's going to be the end of the game. Spirit Breaker not even buying back here.
Although it's only about 20 seconds till their whole team is back. But you know what, Slark, he says, screw it. I need to go in. I need to save this last tier 4 tower with the BKB. Not able to stop Fudge's charge, so oh my god! A giant arrow from Hoodwink just smashed into Fudge and she's gone. But they're still getting so much value out of Snow with the double kill. I mean, I can't believe that. Absolutely wiped off the map. I think it might be enough to defend. I mean, Snow backs off. Yep. They saved their tier 4, but they got megas. Oh, the Glepnir. The crazy charge. Scott stunning the whole team. But I think Scott might go down. Same time, Pseudonym getting really focused on. Oh my god. The Winter's Curse saving Scott. And he's got Lotus Orb now. He's able to walk out pretty safely. TP by the Void. Yep, they're all able to get out here. Huge, huge defense here. We thought it was game, but they had it in that moment. Oh my god,
still
the
going
charge.
off. Doesn't have Nether Strike right now. You can get some lucky bashes, maybe.
The Lotus Orb's gonna save him for a little bit, and maybe enough for Void to get in there. Yep, can't finish him off. Wow, tanky man with the Crimson Guard.
I think that's crazy. I don't even think they had. They might have had vision with that little ward there in the jungle. Might have had just a glimpse of the Underlord enough to charge him, but even that ability is so weird. You don't even have vision of someone, or like barely any vision. Right? You don't even look at them, and you automatically charge them. I've seen it before on like a similar situation. The person that he was the Spirit Breaker was charging died, and he instantly like saw the littlest glimpse of a Medusa.
Oh, and it just like swapped. That's intense.
It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, because it's like so low skill for such a high impact ability, right?
Dude, I bet Fudge is so irritated right now.
Yeah,
like,
I would be
finish.
too. I'm pretty sure not only did she have her ult up, but also had an aphotic shield on, and it just like ignored both and just
that
popped.
was crazy. I mean,
Just,
it's
like,
the break,
exploded.
right? Just, I mean, and that it's like a single
I
burst
think
of
so.
damage.
I think, that's what it is.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that like interaction existed. I know Culling Blade goes through, correct?
Yeah, Culling Blade does as well.
Ooh, it looks like they want to fight after the Soshan, but they just jumped into a Static Storm. Slark immediately murdered. So is Spirit Breaker. I think that's a thrown game, honestly. Wow, Fudge dealing like a quarter of Jakiro's health per hit, and it looks like it's just Lone Druid left to defend the base. We're gonna see a buyback soon, I bet, off the Spirit Breaker.
Nope, we're
but
gonna see the
GG call. Yep.
And that's gonna be it. Lone Druid just not able to carry the game hard enough to the point of UCI going victory.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, gotta back up. That was pretty impressive by UNC. I mean, I think it's probably just a matter of I should have left the chair up there. I don't know why I brought it back.
You should have.
Gosh darn it, dude. Anyways.
This is, All right, so impressive gameplay from UNC.
We got distracted.
Kind of interesting game decisions from UCI. I don't think they understood what they wanted to do in that game from draft, right? Their draft was kind of a little bit all over the place. Spirit Breaker obviously wants to be charging everywhere, getting kills a bunch. Can be split pushing, right? Like kind of taking parts of the map, but then you have this Lone Druid that's just sitting bottom, just like farming, not being a part of team fights. Then you have a Slark who wants to be a part of team fights along with the Spirit Breaker, right? But then you have
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
mean,
They
it's
just
like
didn't know what to do.
I think Lone Druid didn't expect to lose that mid lane as hard as he did,
Yeah.
dying twice in the first 10 minutes. But that doesn't mean you need to farm for the next 20, right, to catch up, especially not as Lone Druid.
Yeah.
I mean, he did catch up. He did become really powerful, but it really screwed, I think, their first 15 minutes.
Plus
And
the squirrel buying. I mean,
should have gone
Gleipnir.
Eidos
Yeah,
first.
exactly.
I mean,
That's what you buy on
yeah.
if you're going even if you are going Gleipnir, right? Which I don't think is a support item, right? It might be
Yeah.
like a mid item, a pause 3
It would have been more
item.
helpful if he had like a force staff to
Yeah,
get
exactly.
the Slark out or something.
Or force them, or like a glimmer or something like that.
So that
I mean,
Lone Druid didn't have to buy the Glimmer.
which obviously didn't help at all. We
No,
saw
not
him
at
use
all.
it at top.
Would have been better to just buy like a
Mage,
pipe.
even if he had bought the Mage Slayer, I don't
yeah.
think the. I mean, obviously the bear was hitting more than the Slark.
Yeah,
'cause the
right.
Slark was just getting nuked. So
So hard.
I don't know. Interesting game.
Slark
plan.
gets countered so hard by Void. I mean, even when you're in your ult,
Yeah.
he can hit you with all of his abilities.
Yeah,
It's
his
terrible.
AoE abilities. Plus, you have Radiance on the
Yeah,
Abaddon
true.
that goes through the ultimate.
Yeah.
A lot of AoE damage. I mean, even Underlord damage goes through
Right.
it. So, like, really good.
Counter
Or
teams,
probably
like-
bad pick. Slark pick.
Exactly. I mean, that was fourth pick, right?
I think
It was
so,
just
yeah.
it was a poor decision
Yeah.
into that lineup.
Obviously, some draft issues from UNC or UC Irvine goal, and hopefully they figure it out for this next game.
Yep.
Rework some things, reconsider their picks and bans, and we'll be going into a short break as our teams get ready for the next game. We'll be right back with you shortly with Game 2 draft, best of 3 series. So this could be make it break it for UC Irvine. We'll see you in just a little bit. welcome back. We're getting right into Game 2 draft. And right off the bat, UC Irvine respecting that Winter Wyvern Winter's Curse pick and banning it right off the gate. UNC obviously going with
the
their
Spirit Breaker.
Well, I was going to talk about the Underlord, and obviously that's a #1 ban every game.
Yep.
Regardless of who they're playing, they
Yep.
do not want to play against that Underlord.
Not Underlord.
Understandably,
Outworld Devourer.
OD,
Yeah.
not under.
Is it not
UD.
Outworld Devourer? What is it? Outworld Destroyer?
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck?
But they are gonna also they don't want to play that Spirit Breaker, so they said we don't want you to play that Spirit Breaker. Now, the Spirit Breaker global presence, right? But also that Underlord, if someone picks it up, that might be in there.
Yeah, it's kind of big for him.
Right as I say that, it does get
Underlord,
banned
yep.
by UC Irvine. So really no global presence unless you get obviously Boots of Travel.
Now they're leaving
or
open
Tinker.
like
Tinker?
tiny Tinker.
Yeah, so they are leaving
Oh
it.
God.
Though I don't think Fudge necessarily plays the Tiny. I don't
probably
think
not.
I've
Fudge doesn't
ever
play
seen her play
anything.
Tiny. Or really any carry hero for that matter. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it does leave open that Tiny and the Bounty Hunter that
That's
they
true.
obviously banned out last game.
I don't know if they second picked their pos one
second pick
first
their
game,
Abaddon, so they could second
I
pick
don't
their.
know if the stream can hear you at all. I can't hear you.
Well,
but
that's
yeah.
because the volume was turned down for
okay.
you. We are actually going to see the Tiny picked up instead by
wow.
UC Irvine, so they left it open for themselves to take it.
It's really
perfect.
strong,
Yeah.
I think.
But obviously, that does mean that they're picking their pause one first, right?
Okay, so what's the counter? What do you pick to counter them right now? 3, 2,
magic
1.
burst damage, I think, right? Because
Void Spirit again.
honestly, I think so. One of probably Storm or Void, very good mid picks.
Omni Knight.
The Omni Knight is going to be a lot of sustain plus good at trading in lane. Going to be interesting to see whether this is a 4, a 5, or maybe even a 3.
Or a 1.
Though we do have the Tiny, so that's going to be the 1.
He can be a 4 or 5.
No, I don't think so. Not at least in this patch. And we are going to see the Shadow Demon, probably that pause 4 Shadow Demon, played by Pseudo-Nymph.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Though, I don't know. I talked to Fudge about this after they played a Shadow Demon game a while ago. I think it was one of the first 2 games of the season, right? And they played the Shadow Demon as a pause 4, but I think it might have been done a little better as a Shadow Demon pause 5, just because the disruption is a good save. And obviously this disruptor doesn't have much save in the lane, so I think it was in a more of a aggressive off lane that they were going against, so could have used that disruption to save. Now what I do think we'll see here is most likely a Luna pick for a pause 1 from the UNC Froggers. I know Fudge does play that a decent amount, like more than other carries at least, and it does go well.
And she plays it really well.
Yeah, really well, and it does play really well with the Shadow Demon. Obviously, the Shadow Demon creates those disruption illusions.
Are you seeing these bans from UC Irvine? They've been out 4 out of 5 of the heroes.
I wouldn't. I mean, we can't see this disruptor pick, but honestly, they're like, well, what does UNC play well? And we are going to see all 4 of the heroes that were played last game banned out by UC Irvine. So we're not going to see the Void Spirit. We're not going to see the Abaddon this game either. Though UNC is also banning out the Jakiro, so kind of the same thing, but they also banned out the Ogre, so maybe looking at some good trading supports.
I mean, they still have to pick their support. It's probably what their next pick is.
Yeah.
Right?
Might be assuming that the Omni is pause 3, but could also be support, so just banning out the other support, obviously, because Tiny is almost definitely going to be the pause 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see what UC Irvine bans for this next ban, right? Because obviously they've run out of options from last game. And obviously, like I said, Luna is a very good pair with Shadow Demon. I think there's a couple others. They're going to ban the Timbersaw. Obviously, a very good lane against Tiny.
Yeah, right. You definitely
So
don't want to have that lane. That'd be terrible.
it looks like we're going to see the LC ban from Froggers. So,
Yeah,
UNC Froggers.
don't wanna deal with it.
Yeah, obviously don't want to play it, but also don't want to play against the bugged hero. So we're just going to choose to ban it out of the game.
I'm super curious what the offlane is going to be because I think I've only ever seen Scott play Underlord or Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Going with that, maybe like a CK? I don't know.
I'd love to see it, but I don't know.
I don't know, definitely going to be interesting.
Or maybe just the Mars with the Static Storm would be nice.
That's true. Honestly, if I was UNC, I'd be banning out the Razor. You called the Mars, but for the wrong team.
Yep.
So UC Irvine is going to be picking up the Mars. And we're going to see what UNC chooses to put as their pause 1 into this lane, as well as probably their pause 3 here.
I like the Axe, maybe.
They're going to choose a Necro. I actually think this is a
damage, yeah.
Decent pick. Really good at laning. And obviously they banned out the Jakiro and the Ogre, so good magic supports that they pulled out. Plus the LC for the lockdown on the Necro. Really good.
Oh.
Mid-tide? I don't know. Maybe they're... Okay,
Yeah.
now I don't think it's...
I think they're
I want to say
confused.
it's not pause 1 Necro, it's
I
mid
hope not.
Necro. Because Necro just, like, why would you pick Shadow Demon if you're going to pick pause 1 Necro, right?
Now, mid Necro against Invoker, I don't think that's a solid matchup. I think it's goes for Invoker.
Okay, I think Necro just kind of wins almost most matchups, right?
But he has the healing.
Yeah, he's sustained. So,
yeah.
wait, are you saying Invoker's a bad matchup against...
No, I think Necro's a bad matchup against Invoker. I think Invoker might take it.
Really? It's interesting.
Be close.
I mean, obviously, Tornado into EMP just gets rid of a lot of the sustain.
And he's
from
so
Necro.
slow. He's not going to be able to get out of it.
That's okay. Yeah, but that's assuming that an Invoker lands his spells.
That's true.
Which
that's
obviously
true.
we haven't seen the Invoker play. But I don't know. Just from the way he was playing last game,
You don't have faith.
It's not that I don't have. His game choices were bad. I don't know about his mechanical choices. And I say this as a Crusader, so like,
yeah, I don't
as
know.
an observer, I say this bad. As a player, I can't really judge.
He
right?
played the Lone Druid pretty well. I mean, it certainly wasn't.
But yeah, maybe it was just more of a draft thing than an individual thing. But obviously wasn't able to carry last game.
Yeah, right.
So what, are we just waiting? I don't know. I would have rather seen
They ban out the look at that.
the Luna.
They
banned
banned the last two picks, the last two bans for UNC. AA and Dazzle. I think
maybe a Lifestealer or a Huskar pause 1. I could totally see that happening right now. I could totally see the Huskar pause 1.
Oh my god, that'd be wild.
It's going to be the Huskar pause 1. 100%.
I just want them to win this game.
They're going to choose the Huskar pause 1. I mean, they chose the Necro from the south, so they didn't have to play against it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now they're just going to pick the Huskar pause 1. 100%. I put all my money on the Huskar pause 1. I've been obviously Gork has been playing it a bunch. I know some other pros have been playing a lot of pause 1. No, never mind. I lose all my money. We're going to see the Silencer pick most likely as their pause 4.
I guess.
UC Irvine. Maybe wants to pair it up with the Mars ult, because the Mars is going to have a hard time, especially if the Shadow Demon is there, because obviously you just save whoever's been speared into the wall, unless it's himself,
Okay,
of course.
it's pause 1 Necro.
Sure,
I hate
Fudge.
it.
And I don't know why they picked. I mean, I guess because of what UC Irvine picked, the Shadow Demon's kind of decent, right? You just save anyone who gets speared into Mars Arena,
Yeah.
or save anyone who's getting
guess.
tiny comboed. But like, why?
Why?
I mean, you a lot of the times you pick the disruptor. I mean, the Shadow Demon who has disruption, right? For like getting those illusions, being able to push high ground with those illusions, being able to split push, whatever you want with those illusions. They're really strong because they're pretty much a free manta. I don't know, but now you have it being with a Necro who's going against, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game. I could have seen it. I could have said it was possible because of just how Fudge plays, right? But
I think they're just looking to play a game 3. That's what I think.
yeah, maybe giving UCI a shot. So it's going to be what, an Invoker versus TA. Thoughts? You're a mid player. What are your thoughts here? You sometimes play TA.
Yeah, I like TA a lot. I think, you know, it's tough playing a slow hero against Invoker because it's hard to get out of the EMPs. Even if there's not a tornado, it can be tough to get out of the EMPs.
Especially if you're going for last hits. Right?
Yeah. But, you know, she does deal a lot of damage with the side blades just to Invoker. So it's about how she plays it, but
yeah, and if you just max side blades, what do you really care about your mana, right?
Right.
I mean, obviously it's nice having it for the refraction, right? You max, or not max, but you get refraction early on in lane just to have some.
Because like because Invoker can just put a level into Exhort, and then he has that extra guy, and he could just put that into taking out your refraction, and I mean.
Invoker is going to level Exhort, but did it a little bit too late. Isn't going to be able to. I mean, obviously, if you get Exhort, you're going to want to use a Sunstrike right at the beginning, right?
I will say, I think if he's going like Exhort mostly, I think he loses this lane. If it was like a Quaswex build, I think he would do really well. That was my assumption on what was happening, but. Because that's what most people do. I mean, most people who are good at playing Invoker go Quaswex.
But there is the part that you said, most good Invoker.
I'm worried now for Invoker. Okay, well, yeah, let's see this lane. I mean, Necrophos should do a pretty good job surviving, but not if she decides to lose half her health right at the start.
Plus, get the range for 9. Really unfortunate there.
I think it's not a bad matchup for Tidehunter either. I think, you know, he'll have no problem surviving probably, but yeah, he'll have to like level his Kraken shell.
Yeah.
Which means he won't be dealing much damage.
Look at this, Ari using it.
Oh.
The salve. If he hadn't used that salve, big brain play.
Yeah.
Survives on the tiniest of slivers of HP.
Yeah, Tidehunter just pushing in this lane. Silencer's not there. Oh, he's gonna go into tower. I mean, so he's nice. I think Tidehunter can farm that big camp as well, or even the small camp. So it's nice to just always be pushing an outwave under tower. It gives you more options to get ahead of the tiny. Man, already it's low mana. I don't know how she's leveling her passive, but she's gonna have to get it fast.
I actually don't think you max it. I think you're maxing your Q.
Yeah.
With like 1 or 2 levels in passive.
Okay, look at that. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have like those 2 levels into Quas, is it, or is it Wex, the healing one, the blue one?
I'm not sure.
I mean, it's just hard to heal out the harass from TA. And with her refraction, of course, she's gonna block your Exhort, you know, right clicks. So, weird choice.
Clearly not.
Ooh, nice stun. Huge right clicks from the tree. I don't know if that
Maybe could have thrown it. To
Oh,
save
that's
himself.
true.
Or to get the
get
kill.
the kill, because I think it's the last word was on him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, really nice damage from Snow here.
He isn't lining up the side blades. as
No,
much
yeah,
as
right.
he could be.
Yeah, he really could be.
But it's definitely harassing this Invoker more than Invoker's harassing.
I think Fudge has survived that critical moment where it was really easy to kill her.
I agree.
Mothax. I hope Mothax has a better game this time. That Slurk pick was so bad. Okay. Wait, do they have a chance here? Oh, the Pseudonym rotate into the Banish. That's a lot of damage right here with the Q from Fudge. And look at that. First blood. They've done a great job in that safe lane of getting the first blood for the Radiant, for UNC. Like I said, using that summon to try to take out the refraction charges, but it looks like she's farming it pretty well. Ooh, nice slow. I think that's enough. Oh, wait, no, the Fairy Fire might save him. Yeah, he's okay.
Ooh, I would like to see, I guess the toss, but obviously the toss doesn't do a lot of damage. I would have liked to see maybe a toss to the silencer under tower.
That would have been crazy.
I think I did that in our, I did that in our game. I did a little toss back, to the,
that'd be great.
Someone under to the tower. It's a good way to get kills early, obviously, because Tiny has a lot of right-click damage, but Fudge getting spear away. Whether they have
this is bad to heal, and he's gone. I've got to look up the names for some of these characters' abilities.
Fudge just trying to get a little too greedy, trying to get too much value out of her Q. Waited for the Mars to get in range and just cost her
Oh
life.
my gosh. I think the last word, this is going to be enough. The tree throw, nice kill by Mothax there. Did they switch which lanes the supports were? Or has this been in from the beginning?
Once the Shadow Demon came bot, the Disruptor did go and play top lane. But now the Disruptor has died, so...
Purification, it's called.
Yeah.
And then Heavenly Grace.
Heavenly Grace is interesting now because it did get nerfed a little bit. Obviously, it's still a good dispel, but it doesn't give the status resistance anymore.
Oh, okay. Ooh, nice spear. Wow. You know, it's an interesting choice to put the Shadow Demon here because... Oh, look at that. It's an easy kill. Yep. 6 minutes in. Disruptor didn't even need to be there, and Snow's already managing to grab a kill onto Onion Scales. I think Onion Scales did not know how to play this at all.
Yeah, probably.
That's done. That's really impressive. Well played by Snow. Solidly beating Invoker.
God, playing it interesting right here. Obviously, no support in lane.
Yep.
Wanting to play safe, but I don't think without the silencer in lane, doesn't really need to play safe. Mars getting a little low, but we do have kind of a little joust in the mid lane. Both supports from the top lane are there supporting their mids.
See, here's something that I think is interesting. Their Pause 4 player, I can't remember his name. Sorry to the Pause 4 player. Both times, I mean, Silencer and Hoodwink, you know how those characters read to me?
Silencer? Wait, Silencer was the pause 5 this game.
Oh, really?
So was the Jakiro last game.
Oh, okay, no, Bamboo's playing the Omni Knight. Okay. But their support picks here are, like what I pick when I'm just role queuing. Like, I'll play Pause 4 Silencer.
Yeah, we
and
know.
Just like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw.
Yeah, exactly.
You've literally said that you throw your role queue games before to me.
I really do sometimes.
which I think is shitty. That's like the reason that I don't play ranked Dota anymore is because I get support. Yeah, I get you in my pub games.
Yep. Actually, recently, it's been more cores throwing for me than supports. I've gotten some good supports recently. Look at this. This is a nice moment where they have them at low health. This Mars and Fudge just waiting for that Q to come off cooldown.
Invoker is here, but doesn't have
a sad spear, and it's the area damage, I think, that gets him. Or maybe the poison from Pseudonym. Grabbing the Omni Knight as well. Nice Sunstrike, but it's dealing not a lot of damage. Not as much as you would expect.
Probably going not Quas Wax, but probably going...
Oh, a glimpse? They think they could catch him? I don't know if he's fast enough to get the Ghost Walk. Wow, he does it, but they have the Sentry and just absolutely murdered. On the other end, though, he does manage to get Scott, which is silly. I think Scott should not have died to the Tiny there in lane in a 1v1. It's a little silly.
Yeah, obviously Tiny does have a lot of damage. I don't know what Scott's items are, whether he's going hood or not. I don't really know what else he would go on Titan.
I know, right?
Unless you're just like literally rushing a blink, which could be a thing. Like no regen, just rushing a blink.
Right. He could be doing.
Is there any way that we can look at Scott's items right now? And obviously Mothak's gonna be. Okay, so he is going the. I mean, if you go cloak with a Tiny. Like, he's 1v1ing a Tiny. What do you need the magic resistance for? I don't know. Maybe a good idea, but
it's a weird decision.
I don't even think this Invoker is going Quaswex build. Oh, we did miss that Snow actually got the mid tower, so the Invoker went bottom, died, and Snow took that opportunity to take the mid tower. So now mid towerless, Invoker has to be scared in lane.
Yeah, that's a nice play, and now Snow, really great farmer. But here, look at this, nice arena. Gonna go for that Pseudonym, but wow, how did he dodge the shield bash? And Fudge at full health, although nice Sunstrike finishes off Pseudonym. Finally getting something out of that Invoker gameplay. Silencer here to back them up. Fudge just has to fall back. Ooh, the Avalanche toss, which actually isn't even a combo anymore, is it?
I mean, it kind of is. It obviously, the toss does more damage if they're in Avalanche.
I thought they removed that.
Oh, did they?
I think they did. Yeah.
Wait, would that be under Avalanche or toss if they did?
Toss?
Can we look at the toss ability, the multi-spec ability there?
Nice kill onto Necrophos as we're talking about this. Yeah, the bonus damage is gone. We could look at the Avalanche.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, no. It's still there. Okay. 2 times damage to units being tossed. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, while we're talking about that, of course, they get 2 solid kills on the Omni Knight and Mars. They've done a couple of times now. It's kind of going well for Fudge here. I mean, I don't know how Fudge carries this game, but if she's going to do it, it's going well for her. And TA, of course, really great farmer. Can farm stacked ancient camps from so early on. So they're getting a solid lead here, as you can see from the last hits.
The only thing that I would say about...
Ooh, another arena.
Oh, grabs one of the illusions. Still will get Pseudonym here. And Fudge is going to just have to TP out of there. No trees to spear her to, or I don't even think a spear in general.
I think the spear is just on cooldown. Oh, tornado from the back into the meteor. Brazel is gone. Scott wants to go for the Invoker, but he can Ghost Walk away if he needs to. Oh, TA's nearby. TA's nearby. Look at that. But the invisibility gets away.
Yep, it's going to be able to get away.
Maybe Mothax, though. Look at that. The meld, his armor's gone. Instantly wiped off the face of the earth. And they get a banish onto, who is this? Omni Knight. Yeah, out of position here. Gonna die really fast.
Yeah, get those 2 kills there. I didn't notice it, but Ravage has been used already. I don't think we saw it at all. Maybe he was trying to...
I think we did see it. I just kind of didn't.
Not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and probably while we were focused in that bot lane, when they were going for the Mars, Omni Knight down there, could have been using top.
Snow? Oh, poor.
Puts a Psionic Trap on the
yeah,
wrong side there. Gonna have to disengage from the Mars, just gonna defend the tower. And while she's at it, farm up ridiculously fast. As you haven't seen her.
I mean, yeah, great play by UNC here. They bring the Paz 1 up to the top lane again, and they're going to take that top tower. And they're just kind of winning these fights right now. Plus 3K. It's going well for them. I just don't know what Fudge is going to do. Like, they just need to absolutely cancel.
I mean, it's Radiance. It's like the sustain Radiance. The only thing is that I don't think the Necro has nearly as much sustain as, you know, the Abaddon with the Winter Wyvern. I
think the reality is that Snow has to carry this game.
I think so, yeah. I mean, even you want to build sustain items as Necro, right? You want to build those Greaves. You want, or like the mech into the Greaves, right? To get that mega sustain, not only for yourself, but also for your team. Both teams setting up here in this top lane. Might see something go down as this Tidehunter might check the high ground. Getting awfully close. UCI just a little bit too scared to go in. The Invoker is there. Might see something happen. He gets scared.
It could be a nice fight for either one. I mean,
they have Ravage, so a little bit better team fight. And obviously the Mars isn't there. We're going to see a smoke up 4 from UNC. And they're going to try and catch out this Tiny right here. As the rest of the team backs up, the Tiny's going to get caught out alone.
And it's going to be a lot of magic damage that they need to take him out from fast enough. Yep, they get the Reaper's Scythe, and that's it for Tiny. And like I said, as long as they keep just blowing up this Tiny, they have great opportunity to win the game. Guardian Angel saves Omni Knight just in time. Look at that, Pseudonym gone with the bash in the arena. Oh, the ultimate, the Ravage, and Omni Knight killed by the melt.
Yeah, that was a Ravage.
That was a Ravage.
Was probably expecting to get maybe a couple more on the other side. I don't even think they would have had the team follow-up, though, with that Ravage from the rest of the team. Obviously commits Ravage, now they don't have it as a cooldown. This might be UCI's time to go in, especially because 2 of UNC have now rotated to the mid lane. If UCI make it quick enough, they may be able to engage.
They don't
UNC
have any of their big team fight ults, though, UCI.
They don't. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, look at that. UNC supports. They want to take out Silencer on their... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't their supports. Okay. Nope, yeah, the person who killed Silencer in 2 hits was not a support. That was TA.
Yeah.
That was insane. She's having a great game. A Desolator. I'm not sure about Blink. Oh, wait, no. We can see it. No Desolator, even.
Not yet. Obviously has it queued up, but did go for the Dragon Lance into Blink build, and it's kind of working at this point.
Dude, where's the EMPs from Invoker? He's about to get killed so easily. Just can't even stop TA at all. Look at that, the meld. Huge damage on even the tanky Omni Knight. And a lot of things happening with his health right now. But another meld, and it's gone.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
Overall, just going down. And this TA is just stomping this game.
Yeah.
Top of the net worth. Top of kills almost definitely. No. Not even close. Honestly, I haven't seen TA in quite a while. No, that's LC. LC got banned out. Mark, our producer, who knows nothing of Dota because he plays inferior League of Legends. Brazo getting a little
easy
greedy here, trying to maybe ward it up. but was playing without his team, is going to go down pretty quickly in the top lane.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, UNC is going to be pressuring the bot tower.
With Desolator, which they'll have probably within the next 4 or 5 minutes,
Yeah.
they can siege high ground.
If not before that.
Depending on how these fights go, right? And it looks like they've got a great initiation here. Oh, the silence, though. It's a little bit tough, but they have the tankiness. They can just keep on going.
I would maybe like... I think a Ravage would have killed him there. I don't know if they were necessarily sure of that, didn't want to commit it.
They were silenced. I mean, he couldn't even Ravage.
Yeah, he could have Ravaged, like, right there on the stairs, grabbed the Invoker, and then got out, I think. But,
yeah, maybe.
they chose that they don't want to use it there. Might go for a Roshan, you know, relatively soon and want to use it there.
Catch the Invoker
the
here.
Invoker, no.
Yep.
Caught out of position, going to get Reaper Sights. That's the end of Invoker.
Although not the added, like, 30-second, 60-second respawn. He's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Kaya, I guess. That's a carry item, TP boots. And look at that, getting onto this Tiny. He's got a couple of levels into his ultimate, but the Ravage comes out. It's going to save them even in this arena. With the Static Storm, Mars is going to die on his own initiation. Tiny half health just walking away. And he might have the tankiness, but he certainly doesn't have the damage to take out UNC.
Yeah, it's forced back to base. UNC commits Ravage there, as well as Static Storm, but is going to be able to secure the win, secure the T2, and now probably look towards Rosh. I don't even know. Do they have? I think they have enough damage to kill Roshan, specifically with that TA. Though it looks like they're just going to look for the T2 top, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. It looks, or they're just going to, yeah, they're going to look to push out that top wave, and look to hit that T2. And we are looking at some long cooldowns for UCI, though we don't have a lot of ultimates either for UNC, so if this was an Overwatch game, we'd call this a dry fight, because there's no ults available.
But they'll become available, give it another 60 seconds.
Yeah, especially because it doesn't look like UCI necessarily wants to contest this top tower. They are going to go on to Brazo.
That's not too hard.
Stun
Sunstrike
into a couple smacks. It's going to be the end for Brazo in that mid lane.
It's 20 minutes here, and he only has the Shadow Blade and the Echo Saber. Sorry, and now there's a fight going on. But my point is, Tiny doesn't have the farm that he needs. But you know what? He's going to try to go in, gets a really big toss, takes out Pseudonym, and now they're onto the chase. Gets the tree. Now he's got to grab Tidehunter here. Fast hits with the Echo Saber, finds a double kill. All right, just as I was trashing on Mothax, he gets some solid kills here. Although look at that, into the back line. Pseudonym bot backing up the TA. It doesn't take a whole lot for her to just destroy the back line. Reaper Scythe into Invoker. He's gone in Omni Knight here in the forest. Not going to find any reprieve against the UNC lineup.
Reprieve, that's a big word.
I know, right?
Definitely describes this fight very well. There was no reprieve for UCI Gold. I think I'm
yeah, you got it. You got it.
Cool. I can use big words too. UNC wins the team fight with 2 buybacks from the supports, and are now going to look to get Roche and most likely high ground after that.
Yeah.
Though UCI is going to respawn. They're going to respawn, so obviously no high ground, but they also don't have global silence, so probably aren't going to be looking to fight here necessarily. UNC is going to have a Ravage, though. So might, I don't know. It's going to be interesting whether they want to contest or not.
I mean, the simple fact is that, oh, look at that. An arena onto Brazo. I don't think he has mana for the ultimate, but
he had actually been, the Mars had been glimpsed away.
oh, he did?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yes,
But
blink
gets his
in.
revenge. God's
Still
Rebuke.
Brazel. Brazel obviously having used buyback isn't going to have it anymore.
Oh my God.
And Snow getting relatively low, has the Aegis, going to use it. Obviously not a very good situation that they're in right now.
But it's huge. I mean, the damage onto Invoker is just enough with the Ravage to kill him. TA blinking into the back line, kills a couple more. And Mars is trying to get away, but he's at such low health, this poison might kill him. Shadow Blade on Mathax means he can escape, but look at that. Oh, Mars gets away too. Okay, good for him, good for him. With the buybacks, they have one less chance to defend their high grounds. But, I mean, it's just getting worse and worse every fight.
Yeah, that fight started out looking good, but Tide coming in with Ravage was just able to lock up everyone. Obviously, no one on UCI buying a BKB just yet. Everyone gets stunned and a lot of damage done, and the team fight is won by UNC. Though they aren't able to get the high ground push.
They aren't able to get the high ground push. But they'll find it for sure. It's just, you know, one smoke, one fight, waiting for that Ravage cooldown. They do have the Static Storm though. So, I mean, it's just Mars here. If they blink in, Static Storm onto the arena, and Mars dies. Honestly, that's what we saw last fight where he did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the farming game. I'm curious to see what Tiny's items are.
Or what he's going next. I think he just has the Echo Shadow.
I think he finally got the shard.
Oh, yeah, right.
And now he's got to finish up that
That's a
silver
big
edge.
item. I think that should have been before Shadow Blade, probably. I don't know if he did or not. I don't remember the order, but
I think he needed the Shadow Blade just to escape.
If you're buying a Shadow Blade that early, then something's going wrong.
Yeah.
I think it was at that point. Maybe Mars was farming like the enemy side of the map when the Tiny should have been, and the Tiny was fighting. Obviously, Tiny does a lot of damage, but
oh my God!
So they're gonna break the
smoke with
on
the
towers.
Tower. That's silly.
UNC
Now the initiation.
They're gonna get the Ravage, big Ravage.
No Guardian Angel is gonna be available because Omni Knight is dead, but the silence. He's trying to save his team. Spear away Fudge, and they get a clean break, but Omni Knight's gone. And maybe with that pick, this is going to give them the opportunity they have to siege the high ground with Guardian Angel not being here for 15 seconds. But you know what? He actually has a really short respawn timer. That was surprising. I said 15 seconds. I was like, wait.
Snow is just a god gamer.
Yeah, he's
obviously
going off.
5 levels up, not only on the highest enemy, but also his own highest teammate.
Wow. Just a couple of hits. Reaper's Sight. 2 cores gone. Invoker has to buy back, but Tiny's not going to be able to. I mean, I'd be curious to see the kills and deaths and assists because, okay, look at that.
Not a death yet on
TA. 18 kills, so they've participated in like 2/3 of the kills on their team. I mean, it's just going perfect for TA.
Plus, I think TA now has a BKB, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope she does.
Yeah, does have the BKB.
And that
plus
means
some at this point.
Yeah, she can just do whatever she wants in the back line. Not going to be stopped by the silencer.
There's your EMP that you wanted so much.
I know, right? First time we've seen it.
A little sad, you know, the Tide already didn't have any mana. Plus, doesn't have Ravage, so I don't know how much we're doing. Top tower does fall into some neutral creep. Or not neutral creeps, just some
creeps.
Yeah, lane creeps.
I don't know. I got excited about watching this Invoker gameplay and then immediately disappointed in the first like 2 minutes of the game.
5-man smoke from UCI goal, and they're going to try and look to pick off someone. They are going to run into this Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter actually blinks away. I don't think he saw it.
With the arena, I don't think he's tanky enough to survive for a little bit here. Maybe enough for UNC to rotate, but wow. He's at so little health, not a lot of mana here. Pseudonym Fear can dispel, he can banish, saves his teammate, while Omni Knight dead. The Dragon Tail gives her so much range. Dragon Tail? That's not right. Dragon Lance? Yeah. Big silence here. Oh, whoa, Spears Tidehunter so far away that they're not even going to be able to finish him off. BKB, though, gets her through the silence, leading to Mothax just dying completely, refraction blocking any damage that Tiny wanted to deal. And, wow, Mars is gone as well. Fudge, just her only purpose is to use that Reaper's Scythe to kill a core. Ah, triple kill for Snow, the one true carry, and that's going to be high ground for them. I don't know how much they're going to be able to get, though. I mean, it's a Deso TA doing a lot of damage. Definitely at least one barracks.
Yeah, and not only that, but UCI used their cooldowns on that fight. They don't have Guardian Angel. They don't have Global Silence. They don't have Arena anymore, though I don't know how long that's all it's going to be down for. But yeah, we're not looking at any ultimates. And UNC didn't even use Ravage on that fight.
Yeah, right.
So even if UCI does come into contest here, they don't have any BKBs. Ty's going to get a free Ravage on whoever tries to come contest. And it looks like they're just going to, after taking the mid rack, just going to go straight for the bot rack.
Yep. I mean, it's totally possible. Although Fudge, dead. Wow. A lot of magic damage to Fudge. Can't block that out with the Ghost Walk, whatever it is. And it looks like they think it's enough to back up. With Invoker coming back.
Oh, we do see the Ravage here. We kind of missed it for a second there. TA gets the Mars. They're going for this Tiny here.
And they've got the Sentry Ward. The Shadow Blade means nothing. Wow. So much damage through the armor there. Arena, I mean, what's the point? Although, stun, how does he dodge the Sunstrike? I don't know. But look at that, into the back line, the triple kill for Snow, and now it's just Corsair all alone fighting against UNC. And it's gonna lead to, I was hoping for an ultra kill, but it's a killing spree. Omni Knight in the trees again. that's his default place. GG call, they know there's nothing they can do. No buybacks left. And that is the series.
Yeah, really great performance in this second game from Snow. Obviously, the true one carry on this UNC team. Fudge didn't, I mean, obviously had some impact in that game. Some good Reaper sights able to kill.
That was the large majority of her impact, I think.
Yeah, but it does end up coming down to Snow just being so dominant in that game. Honestly, in that first game, too, I think a lot of it was just the pressure that Snow created on that Void Spirit.
I mean, he's playing, like, really mobile mid lane. He's really good at rotating. And Void Spirit with the TP boots was just, like, it was crazy presence. Like, Spirit Breaker couldn't even go to lane safely because if Void was there, it was just death.
Yep.
And TA, I mean, I think TA actually mostly played with the team there, but it was just huge.
Yeah, it was insane amounts of damage.
Yeah.
Even without that Deso early on, the meld
I
damage
couldn't believe
was
it.
just deleting people.
Yeah.
Really good awareness by Snow to pick up that hero last pick. Played really well into that team.
Yeah.
And now UNC with a 4-2 win-loss ratio for the season. I'm pretty sure this was the last week of the regular season of Dota 2 Open League for NACE Start League. A lot of words there to describe it, but
I'm hoping this is enough to get us into qualifiers.
Qualifiers, playoffs, kind of thing. I'm not sure. I'll double check on that after this. But I think from the standings point of view, I think we're tied
doing
for like
better,
third now, which is like or fourth on their thing. It's called fourth, but it's like I think technically the top 3 team or like the teams that have a 4-2 record are tied for third.
Right.
Because there's the 6-0 team, Purdue, Golden. Then there's like a couple 4-1 teams, so maybe they still need to play a couple games, decide who gets 5-1, who gets 4-2.
Yeah, right.
And then there's the 4-2 teams. So
ties will probably just be decided by
maps. How many maps? I think
maps. Okay.
Like in the individual
best
of 3.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's done. But yeah, so UNC 4-2, UC Irvine 2-4. Sad for them, but happy for us.
Happy for us. That's all we care about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think they played well, just maybe not as well as
they
UNC.
lost their lanes. The mid lost their
Yeah.
lane pretty badly
I agree.
both games, and Mothax just again lost their lane. Never able to come online either game. It wasn't good.
Yeah. UNC just playing very good matchups against their lanes, able to win those lanes, and not give any room for doubt or error. Maybe.
Right. Well, there's some error. There's some error.
Here and there.
But
you know.
I think
Very good
we're
game.
not going to be streaming next week.
Yes, we are on break, so no one's going to be here. I won't be here.
Me neither.
Fudge. I don't know what Fudge is doing.
Fudge
so.
might be here. You guys can go talk to her.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that up, but
I'll
can.
link
Okay.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we aren't going to be here next week, probably for anything. Mark, yeah, nothing.
We're gone.
Nothing next week. Yeah, spring break. Yeah, so spring break's next week. We aren't going to have any streams this next week. Starting, Friday we're supposed to have CS:GO. We won't be having that. Sunday we aren't going to be having Smash stream. So
Smash stream.
we're probably going to start it back up. We have a stream tomorrow for Risen Divine League for UNC's team, UNC Varsity League team. But we are gonna cheer them on for that, as it is playoffs. So hopefully they do well. But that is going to be our last stream before the break starts, and we'll catch you more UNC action and hopefully more Dota after we get back from that break. But for now, it's going to be me, Camo Henry, accompanied by my lovely friend Cheese Tovey, signing off right now and wishing you a very lovely, blessed, and happy night.